a celebration of Indigenous heroes. Sacagawea was a Shoshone woman from northern Shoshone village. Sacagawea worked as a wilderness guide for European explorers. She lived in the wilderness her whole life and knew how to live off the land. Sacagawea was kidnapped when she was 12. She was sold as a slave to the Hidatsa tribe. Then she was forced to marry a Canadian fur trader. She was 16 years old, and pregnant while she was exploring. She was not paid for her work because she was a woman. Sacagawea is a role model for all women because she was strong. Sacagawea was a Shoshone woman from northern Shoshone village. She helped explorers Lewis and Clark make maps. She didn't choose to be a guide, but she grew up learning how to how to survive in the wilderness. She was kidnapped and sold as a slave, then forced to marry a Canadian fur trapper. People still use the maps she helped make and continue to learn about Sacagawea through stories. She inspired people. Sacagawea was a Shoshone woman from what is now Idaho. Sacagawea is known as a famous wilderness guide. Her name means a bird woman. Sacagawea was kidnapped at the age of 12 and sold as a slave. She was forced to marry a Canadian fur trapper, but people still use the maps she helped make. Susan LaFlèche Picard was a doctor from the Omaha Reservation in Nebraska. She was one of the first female Indigenous doctors in the United States. She became a doctor because when she was young, she watched an Indigenous woman die because the witch doctors did not come in time. Susan LaFlèche opened a hospital in 1913. Now it is a museum about her work and her people.
Francis Pickamegabo is an Ojibwe man from Perry Island. Pickamegabo is known as the world's deadliest sniper of World War I. He was one of the first Ojibways to join the war, and he earned the military medal with 2 bars. Pickamegabo had 378 kills in World War I. During the war, he got shot in the left leg and also developed pneumonia. Pickamegabo continues to inspire people with his bravery and for his life of service.
Pickamegabo was an Ojibwe man from the Parry Sound Band. Pickamegabo is known for being an Indigenous soldier in World War I. Pickamegabo was the first Indigenous sniper.
He was shot in the leg and gassed and survived. Pickamegabo won a lot of medals. He became an activist for Indigenous people's rights. Pickamegabo is remembered as a hero. Dr. Evan Adams is a Salish man from the Willamette First Nation. Dr. Evan Adams is known as a movie star and a doctor. He wanted to be a doctor because his siblings all have jobs where they help people. He wanted to help people too. Dr. Evan Adams also won an award for his acting, such as an Independent Spirit Award in 1999. Dr. Evan Adams talks about making sure your body, mind, and spirit are healthy. Carey Price is a Cultural First Nation man from British Columbia. He is known as the goaltender for the Montreal Canadiens. Carey Price was the Indigenous goaltender was the first Indigenous goaltender in NHL. Carey Price is the highest paid goaltender in NHL. When he was a kid, Carey Price took a plane to hockey practice. He decided to play hockey because his dad played. Carey Price donated $10,000 worth of hockey equipment to kids. Tecumseh was a Chinese man from Alabama. He was known as a warrior. He had 2 wives in 1785. He saw his first action as a warrior. He is remembered as a hero because he was a leader who fought for his land.
Crazy Horse was an Oglala Sioux man from the Black Hills of South Dakota. His birth name was Curly. Crazy Horse was known as a warrior. He wanted his people to keep their identity and land. At age 16, he joined his first war party. People are building a statue to remember him because he fought for many people. Crazy Horse was a Lakota man from Rapid City. He is known as a warrior. He is an amazing warrior. He is named after his father. His mother's name was Rattle Blanket Woman. He was called Curly when he was younger. Crazy Horse died in 1877. He is remembered with a giant memorial. People have been working on it ever since 1948. We are people who matter. Yes, it's true. It's show the world what people who matter can do.